Door handles are not even on. Broke the mechanism of the doors. He cut his seal, cut the whole seal right here. Like look at all these razor marks right here. Broke his bumper. You come to open the door. This piece is missing right here. It's supposed to be a cover right here. Switch it. The mirror is disconnected. We have a broken reflector right here. Alright guys, welcome back. So today we got a new customer's car and it's a 5.0, it's on Bounce 5.0. I met him at a car meet a couple times and he hit me up to wrap his car. And by all means guys, you saw the thumbnail and the title. This is not to clown him. This is not to clown the person that wrapped the car. This is not to talk shit about anybody. That's why I'm not gonna mention who wrapped the car or who tried to wrap the car. Because I'm not trying to make fun of anybody. I'm not trying to talk shit about anybody. I am just trying to give you guys an informational video for your own knowledge so that does not happen to you, so you can avoid having to deal with this. Because if you've seen him right now, he is so upset. I would be too. Like if that was my car and that happened to me. I'm trying to show you guys what happened and how to avoid this so you don't be in his shoes. So check it out. He asked me for a quote before and I gave him a quote, and another person that wraps car gave him a cheaper quote than me, and he told me, hey bro, do you mind if I just do the design with you? I'm gonna go with the full wrap with someone else because they gave me a way better price and I'd rather go with them. Like bro, that's understandable, but I was gonna do a partial sponsorship with you. I don't do partial sponsorship on not full wrap. Like it's fine, I'll go with him because he's doing it for super cheap, and I'm gonna come with you for the design. I'll pay full price. I was like, perfect, let's do that. He put the deposit in for the design. 4 weeks go by, 5 weeks go by, I call him like, bro, what happened? He thought you dropped off the car to get wrapped. He's like, yeah bro, I haven't got my car back. I was like, well, okay, that's cool, just let me know when you have it. He's like, the guy's not even answering me, I don't know what's wrong with my car, I'm gonna go try to pick it up. And he hit me up and he said, yo, can you wrap both bumpers? Because he doesn't know how to finish wrapping both bumpers. And I was like, yeah, it's gonna be this price. I gave him normal pricing, obviously, because I don't do sponsorships on part wraps, and we do sponsorships on full wrap. And then he picks up the car and he tells me, bro, I need a full rewrap. I was like, why? He FaceTimes me, shows me the car. First of all, the roof, both bumpers, one of the doors and the side skirt were not even wrapped. The guy didn't get to wrap them. Quarter panels, doors, stuff like that, they were wrapped, but so poorly wrapped, they were peeling off everywhere. Some of the wraps was like flapping. I wish he sent me videos. If he sends me videos, I will put him in this video. If he doesn't send me videos, I'm not gonna put him in this video. But then other than that, I was like, it's fine, remove the wrap, we'll get a rewrap. But the issue is with when it comes to guys wrapping, if you guys go to a cheaper person or someone that does super cheap wraps, the issue is not with how the wrap looks, because you can always remove that. The issue is what damage they can leave to your car. And that's what I'm gonna show you guys on his car, because even though it doesn't have the wrap on right now, there's a lot of things wrong with the car now. For example, door handles are not even on. Both door handles. I think the guy broke the mechanism of the doors, the spring that's inside, and it doesn't want to put on the door handle anymore. And why I'm guessing that, because usually if you remove these door handles the right way, the door will not close. If you have an S550 and you remove the door handle the right way, if you try to smack the door, it shouldn't close. But the fact that it's closing, so I'm gonna see if I can fix that. If I can relatch the spring, will be good. If I can't, we're gonna have to buy a whole new like door handle mechanism. Other thing, he cut on the whole car. There's razor marks and everything everywhere. Like look at all these razor marks right here, right here. He cut right here, he cut his seal, cut the rubber seal, razor here, razor mark here. Cut the whole seal right here, the seal is missing. Cut here, you got razor marks right here. Right here, let me show you guys the other side. There is literally razor marks everywhere on the entire car. You can see this was a razor mark right here. It was so deep that the owner had to sand it down to get rid of it. Razor marks here, 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 look at that. All the top right here. And all the top right here, all the top right here. And why are there razor marks? A roll of knife fillet tapes is around 60, 50 bucks. For a full car like this, a Mustang, you probably need to do 2 or 3. So you're looking at 150 to 200 bucks on just knifeless tape. So that you can put the knifeless tape and avoid having razor mark. But also knifeless tapes takes a lot of time to install, because then instead of just wrapping and cutting, guess what do you have to do? You have to put the knifeless tape, wrap on top of it, just pull the knifeless tape, tuck it in, put more knifeless tape, wrap the other part, and it takes longer time. The people that give cheaper prices, they want to save money is number one, and number two is they want to save time. And that's the reason why they did that right here, because they don't want to buy the knifeless tape. He gave him a cheaper price than me, but then he didn't buy the stuff that you would usually need to buy to avoid stuff like, because they also want to make money. So if they're gonna give you a cheaper price, it's because they're not buying all the stuff that they need to buy. Another thing, he was wrapping on top of all the glue. There's glue here, glue here, glue here. So the wrap looked really bad under because he didn't clay bar the whole car. Why? Because he wants to save money on clay bar, and he wants to not take time clay bar. Clay barring a whole car like this could take up to 10 hours, 10 to 15 hours, because the amount of glue everywhere. There's glue right here, everywhere. There's glue right here from the old wrap, and that takes a lot of time and a lot of money to clay bar. Another thing is they don't do full disassembly. They don't remove everything like I do. So right here, that guy, there's this whole razor mark right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. This whole line right here. It's because the guy didn't remove the bumper. He just decided to cut on it and tuck in right here. So when you cut on it, you get razor marks on the bumper because you don't remove the whole bumper. Another thing, they want to save money, like I told you guys. Instead of removing this and removing the bolts right here and removing this whole piece and tucking in the wrap, they want to save time, so they don't remove that, and they just cut on the seal, which damages the seal. Like you can see, all the seal is cut right here and puts razor marks all on your car. That's another thing they don't do. And also, most of the times they want to hurry up, work quickly, and they're not careful. He broke his bumper. He broke his bumper right here. See this piece? It's supposed to be connected. He broke it because he wants to work fast, wants to yank everything off. Also, he broke his front wicker bill. Same thing right here. This happened at the other place. So there's a lot of things that can happen, and there's a lot of missing bolts on the car. He didn't put the car back correctly, so obviously he can't even put the door handle on, so the guy has to open it from inside now. And look at this. You come to open the door and this thing just yanks with you. Why? Because he didn't put the car back onto it. There's missing bolts on the door panel. And I can go on. There's so many other things. Let me open the trunk. He spliced some wires that we don't even know where they came from. These wires are spliced. He's missing a lot of bolts. We have a broken reflector right here that just hangs on right here. Just a broken reflector. Guess what he ended up having to do? He paid the guy whatever he was supposed to pay. 5 weeks, car not fully wrapped, broken everything, razor blades everything, seals cut, door handles not even on, broken door handles, broken door panels, broken reflectors, a lot of damage on the car. And it is what it is. And then now he had to come to me. And now I have to charge him more than I quoted him the first time. Why? Because now I don't only have to wrap the car, but I have to fix all that damage. So all these razor blade marks, I'm probably gonna have to sand them down before I wrap so it doesn't look under. All the broken stuff, we're gonna have to buy new pieces to replace them. So the door handle right here and the door handle right here. If I have to replace the whole mechanism, he has to buy the mechanism and he has to pay me full labor. If I don't have to buy a whole new mechanism, I'm gonna charge him for labor for refixing the old one that the guy broke. So you don't just pay the guy that messed up your wrap, you have to pay me to rewrap it again, and you have to pay me extra to fix all that stuff that you done. Plus, later on, when he comes to sell the car, before he sells it, he has to repaint correct and do everything with all these scratches he can. You're not gonna be able to sell the car like that. You try to save money in the first place, you end up paying way more than you're supposed to. How can you avoid something like this? Also, by the way, one of the things that I just noticed, when you click the mirror and try to switch it, the mirror is disconnected. I don't know if that's a cut wire or if it's just disconnected from inside, so we'll have to see. And like I was showing you guys, there's a lot of things. Like there's so many things that I can, if I want to be picky and go, I just showed you guys the main things that you can spot right away, but there's so many things. Even the owner of the car, he was telling me today, is like every single time I look at it, I see something new that's broken. We'll try to get it fixed, but how can you avoid this? First of all, if you guys get a super crazy insane price from someone, just know it's not a good idea, because they have to be cutting steps. Because guess what? They're not doing you a favor for wrapping your car. Nobody wants to spend 40 to 50 hours working on someone else's car unless they're making money. So they have to make money. So if they're not making money, they're not gonna do it. Like, they're not gonna just do it for you to be nice. Like, they have to make money. Nobody is wrapping cars for charity. It's not charity work. It's business. It's making money. It's his job. So if he's not making money, he's not gonna do it for you. If he's giving you a ridiculous price, just know he has to be cutting corners. What I mean by cutting corners can be cut in time and labor, such as assembly, putting in like masking tape, using knifeless tape, because that takes a lot of time to do. Clay barring, all that stuff, that takes a lot of time. Or they're cutting corners and money. They're not spending money on their knifeless tape. They're not spending money on clay bar, that masking tape. See that trim that's cut right here? Well, first of all, you're supposed to remove it. But on the trims that you can remove, like the back one, you're supposed to use masking tape on top of it. He's not gonna buy masking tape because he wants to save money. And he also is not gonna remove this because he wants to save time. People want to save time and money. That's the only two ways that he can still make money. If someone's giving you a ridiculous amount of a price, just know it's a red flag. Don't go for it, because he has to make money too. What you think you're saving, he's not gonna pay out of his pocket. You think you're saving it, he's just gonna save into stuff that he's gonna spend on your car. So don't get cheap on it. So with that being said, what amount should you be expecting from a car wrap? If you're going for a guy at a garage and he does good work, you should be looking at from 21, 22, all the way to like 25, 26. And that's at a garage. If you're looking for a professional shop, then you're looking at like 35, plus. Because I've seen shops that do 21, 22, but the shops that do 21, 22, they do really bad job. And I'm not gonna name specific shops, but I've had a couple homies that went to different shops, but like, and you can see the wraps. And if you look at someone that's going from the garage and he's charging you like 15, 14, 12, 11, he's also cutting corners. That's how it is. And if you guys want a full breakdown of what it costs to wrap a full car, like what do you need, all the tools that you need, the clay bar, the towel, like the rubbing alcohol to clean, clay bar, knifeless tape, razor blades, gloves, all the stuff that goes into it. To do that for you guys, let me know in the comments. I can make a whole separate video of that. When you add a shop, you have a rent and employees. That's why your prices go a little bit up. But if someone's charging 11, 1200, it's ridiculous because the roll itself is like 600, 700 bucks. If you want to buy knifeless tape, 200 bucks, towels, 20, 30 bucks, rubbing alcohol, 20 bucks. Like if you want to add all the stuff that goes into it, $1,100. If you're gonna pay everything, you're gonna spend $1,100 for the cost. Like you're gonna be working 40, 50 hours for zero money. Nobody does that. Come on. Stay tuned. There's gonna be multiple parts of this video. So I'm gonna be working on this car right now. Right now we're at the car wash. I'm gonna give it another wash before we start working. Take it back to the garage and start working on it. I'll keep you guys updated with what happens because I know you guys want to know. So I'm gonna obviously remove all this car. If I find more broken things or really bad things that happen that I think is ridiculous, I'll show you guys. And I'm gonna keep you guys updated on what happens with that camera. Sorry, with that mirror that's not even working. If it's broken, ripped, just not connected. I'm gonna try to find, like, there's pieces missing right here. There's supposed to be a cover right here, like the other side. It's not even here anymore, but the door panel here doesn't even, like, it's not even tied down. So we're gonna look to see if there's any missing pieces lying down anywhere that we can find and save. I'll let you know what happens with the door handle, how long it takes to fix it, or if we're gonna have to buy a new one. I'll let you guys know everything, but if you guys enjoyed today's video, do me a favor, like, sub, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace. Also guys, let me know in the comments if you guys want to see more of like wrapping the car, like time lapses, what I run into like wrapping a car. Sometimes there's issues that I have to deal with, customer reactions, all that stuff. If you guys want to see that, I'm glad to put that in. I used to put it back in the day when I first started the YouTube channel. Then I moved away from it. Recently I get a lot of people telling me, yo, I want to see the cars that you still wrap. I want to see like when you run into a problem and how you fix it. I've been getting that a lot. So if you guys want to see that back on the channel, I can put that in with the car meets and all that stuff. Maybe a little bit part of the video, every video, like first 2-3 minutes of every video. If you guys don't want to see that, let me know. No, don't do it. So just let me know. I want to do videos that you guys want to watch. So if you guys would want to watch something like that, let me know. I'll put that in the vlogs. If you guys don't want to, I'll keep that business aside and I will just focus on the car meets and those type of vlogs.